long way up from fighting court cases, running the streets dirty with guns on our waists, trying to be a man, feed a family, build a basis, treaded the sand hills, hip-hop is my oasis. We came a long way up from fighting court cases, running the streets dirty with guns on our waists.
It all began up in 100 the White when my uncle Yeoman handed me my first mic at 13 years old. I realized it was a road and I would win lots of gold. When I was 13 years old, my uncle handed me my first mic. But before that, I was 8 years old, and that's my first hip hop encounter as far as like performing in front of an audience. 8 years old, I had to sing Rapper's Delight with 2 of my friends. And the response was incredible. And my uncle saw something in me when I was 13 and handed me the mic. So that was the first time I had a mic. And I ain't put it down yet. Scientific Shabazz. I got it on my phone right now, and I produced it. Yeah. Word. It was yo, shout out to LP, Lonnie, you know what I'm saying? Cause he sings that song since we was little kids to this day. In a ark like Noah, I sailed the Pacific. I am the man they call Scientific Shabazz. Everlasting great mind, you Allah. Here to shine the light bright, cause I be the star. Word, word. Yeah. My first rhyme, word. I recorded that. I made the beat and everything. Word. Produced my first joint and everything. I still got it. I got it right on my phone right now, too. Word. Keep that with me. It's always good luck to have that one. Yeah, cool. Actually, it was my attribute. You know, we was young, and I used to be around a lot of 5%ers, you know, and they used to come home from jail, and they was all my uncles anyway. And we used to be in like Dip Park working out. You know, I used to be working pull-ups with them. And I was probably like 12 or whatever, 13. And you know, they was like, yo, you gotta have a God name, you know, since you got knowledge yourself now. So, you know, what they do is they add up all of the letters in your name, your government name, and it equals a number. And you take that number and then you go from there, you take the first letter of the alphabet that number equals, and you take a name with that. So mine started with an S, but I was into Malcolm X. And I admired Malcolm X. He was one of my childhood heroes. So I loved the name Shabazz. And they gave me the name Shabazz in the project. Matter of fact, it was due Marcello. You know what I'm saying? The guard. I don't know if he locked up right now, but yeah, back in the days, Dupree, he had gave me that name. I mean, it all started with, professionally, it started with Diary of a Madman on the Gravediggers, 6 Feet Deep album. And as far as like solo projects, The Book of Shabazz, Passion of the Hood Christ, numerous features with artists all over the world, all over the planet, from Brazil, Paris, Shuriken, I Am, K-Ops. I mean, it's so many, man. Like, I can email you the discography. It's so crazy, man. It's a lot of work. But actually, to be honest, from Diary of Madman all the way up to now, it's just really been promotion. I haven't really released my solo debut album yet. The Book of Shabazz, you know, and you had the Hood Opera, Street Parables, Hood Scriptures, albums like that. All of that's just promotion to get y'all, you know, ready for my style of music. You know, I'm teaching you the Bible through the street level. So I'll just make the hood biblical. So, I mean, the Most High, number one. You know, I get my inspiration from the Father. And my life, you know what I'm saying, in situations that I've been through in my life. And I just put it in, you know, in movie form. Like I was playing some joints for him today, a couple of joints in the stash. And it's like, you can see everything I'm saying. Because all I do is I take you and put you in that moment that it happened. In the 80s or whatever, whenever it happened, I just put you in the movie. I give you a character in the movie, and you see what I'm talking about, clear. So basically what inspires me is you know, God, the scriptures, and the streets, man. Red Hook projects and just life. You know, just situations in life, good or bad. It all, you know, sometimes you get that Brooklyn music from me, where I might stomp you out on a song, you know, that Brooklyn bullshit, we on it. Because that's me, I'm Brooklyn. So, you know, that's going to come out. But then, you know, then you got the more serious type songs like Dear Papa or I'm Breathing For You. You know, songs like that is dealing, you know, I'm letting out my emotion. I'm venting. I'm ventilating pain that I, you know, a situation caused. Like losing my father or losing my brother Ra, you know. Things that really, you know, hurt. I let it out in the music a lot. Nobody could deny emotion, so that's the music that's timeless. Everybody always gonna have emotions. Like the song Mario, you know? Like I was in Brazil at the time, right? And I was in the studio recording hip-hop. And I called my cousin Bless and I was like, yo, I got a banger I just recorded. I left a verse open for you. But when he interrupted my call, he was like, yo, you know, you spoke to your mother, you know, Marion, you know, she died, you know, my little sister. He was telling me she just got shot. She was 13 years old. She got shot and killed in a party in Sumner, in Bed-Stuy, right next to Marcy Projects where Jay-Z's from. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, she got shot. So I called my mother, and she was telling me, yeah, she snuck out the house. You know, when my grandmother and them fell asleep, she snuck out the house to go to the party across the street in the project. And it just happened to be a crack spot. Like the guy that owned the house was a crackhead, but he owed some dealers some money. So they knocked on the door to kill him. But at the time, it was a teenage party going on inside. They shot him twice in the head when he opened the door, and one bullet went in and hit her in the back, took her heart out, right? So when my mother told me the story, she was like, yeah, you know, and like about 1 o'clock this morning, I jumped up out of my sleep because I heard her saying, Ma, and I didn't understand what was going on. Then the phone rang. Sure enough, they just killed her. So exactly what she told me, I went in the studio. I was in the studio. I went back in, erased what I was doing. I left hip-hop alone. I made the beat, and I just sung that right off the heart. Exactly the way the story went. So that's a, you know, quick little story of how I get inspired by certain songs. Well, yeah, I got numerous projects on the table. Me and Ayatollah, we have a duo collabo album we working on. The second Thug Angels album is done already, but I'm just waiting for my partner to get 100% healthy and in his right mind, and then we can get back to what we started. I got a couple of solo projects on the table already. Then I got my band of Angels, which is a whole family collaboration of all of us, you know. Me, 4th Disciple, and Detonate, we're gonna do a project together. We got a joint on his album, produced by 4th Disciple. Out of here, the video is out of here. That's coming soon. Me and Jabril, my partner Jabril, you know what I'm saying, the Hook Master, we a group too, the Archangels, you know what I'm saying. Then you got me and Killer Priest, we DOA. And what I've been forgetting to mention since I've been out here, the new Wu-Tang Clan album, I'm on 7 songs, 8 verses on 7 songs. Alright, me and Killer Priest got a solo DOA song on that album. That album is out of here. Alright? So, which I never got to get from Baz. You wanted to hear Baz with Ghostface Killer and Capadonna, or Baz Raekwon, you get that now. Alright? So look out for that too. Shout out to Silver Rings. To be honest right now, I'm disappointed in hip hop right now. But when I'm in Europe, I feel good again because they got that underground, that organic, them organics, lyrics organics. Word. They got that spiritual soul food, you know what I'm saying? Organic food for thought. No GMOs, no Monsanto. My favorite artist is Slick Rick and Rakim. those was my heroes as a kid. They like kind of like passed me the torch, and if you want to call it that, because they made me want to do it. I mean, you got a lot of artists that I like and everything like that, but those two stand out of everybody forever for me. And basically, when I listen to their joints, it just brings me back to what made me want to do this in the first place. There's a lot of artists that's out that's dope. Not that many though. Word. I don't know, man. You know what's going on with y'all, man. Get your game right, man. Step your bars up, man. Stop following everybody, sounding like everybody else. Hey Young World, Slick Rick. Just does something to me every time I hear it. I sing it every time I play it. Love it. My kids love it. When my baby mothers was pregnant, I used to sing it to my daughters in their mother's stomach. Now they singing it. So, Crossroads. That was on Bone Thugs and Harmony. Crossroads. That's Goosebumps. Rock Box. Remember Run DMC Rock Box? It's crazy because in the 9th grade, you know, we was in school in junior high school, and we used to bang on the tables, you know, bang on the lunch table, bang on the staircase, get on the teacher's nerves. And when Rock Box came out, it was like we used to run through the halls singing that every day. Me, Chris Wooten. Those are the brothers that inspired me, like to be an MC in Red Hook. It was Chris Wooten, Mr. Ice, we called him, and Shakim Your Majesty, my brother Shah. It was a group, me, Ra, and Shah. Ra shot. And Ra had got shot, he got killed. And I just been like on a mission to make it a God trying since that. But yeah. Rock Box, definitely Goosebumps. It just brings me back to like the favorite year in school. Like, it depends on, you know, all songs have a memory attached to them. Music is like the theme of your life. When you hear certain songs, it reminds you of a certain girl in the class, a girl you had a crush on at the time in high school, or, you know, a time you was at a concert, your first time you ever was at a concert. It depends, you know what I'm saying? There's a memory attached to it, to each song. But overall, like Crossroads, that's a standout joint. Man, I'm probably forgetting a lot of songs. There's a lot of songs, man. I can't just have one. You cheating, man. How you gonna say one? I need an album or something, man. There's a lot of songs that just give me goosebumps, man. But yup, Hey Young World, Crossroads, Rock Box. I don't think I have one, man. It's because you got Biggie, both of his albums, right? Then you got the 36 Chambers album, which was special. Then you got Illmatic, which was special. So it's Doggy Style was special. Chronic was special. You understand? Like, I can't have just one. Like, Big Pun's first album, special. You know what I'm saying? Those are all standout joints. You can't just say one. Criminal Minded, special. Paid in Full. Follow the Leader. Like, Great Adventures of Slick Rick. Like every time I see those albums in the store, I buy them. Like, I don't care if I got it in my pocket. I'm going to buy Paid in Full and Great Adventures every time I see it. Because I think that's mine. But, yeah, I can't say just one. But, yeah, that's a few of the albums that I grew up loving, and I still love to this day. I got a couple of them, but wow. Gravediggers Tour with Poetic, Fuquan, Omen, Diamond J. Yo. There was this girl, man, she followed us. She followed us from, it was so funny because we met her in Hamburg, Germany. Every time we had the next show, wherever it was at, she would leave, we would leave. We get on the bus and leave. We get to the sound check, she's there. Next sound check, she's there. Get to your room, she's in your room. Yo, it was crazy. I don't want to go into no more, but that was the most craziest. Everybody that was there know what I'm talking about. That was the funniest ever. Omen, you already know. That was the funniest tour ever. And then we was in Iceland. That was another time. I ain't even gonna get into that. I'm gonna get in trouble. The names was changed to protect the game. The European hip hop movement is dope because the artists out here and the producers, they take it serious. They don't take it for granted. They really trying to contribute to this art form. And I guess, you know, they see all of the artists from the States coming over and just getting treated good and everything. And it's like they know they gotta work that much harder. You know what I'm saying? Because the music is influenced by the States. But to be honest with you, I like the music out here better. Even though I don't be understanding some of the languages, the beats, I be feeling them, the passion, and just the overall exception of the art form. Y'all got that. In the States, it's like who you down with, you know, how much money you got, you know, what crew you rolling with. Are you rolling with the big dogs and then they'll respect. Are you on TV or MTV all day? You know, out here, and it's like the opposite. Y'all down with the truth. Like, y'all don't care about all of that bullshit that's on TV and that MTV pop life. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely respect the European movement. That's why I stay touring over here. And I get a welcome mat everywhere I go. I show respect to the artists. You know, I love working with the artists out here. They're serious about their work. And they got passion for the music, which is missing. And I think it's real dope. You know, I think that's real dope. You know, that they take it serious. And it reminds you of like when we first started with this music. The passion, and we all excited to spit our new rhymes and our beats. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, definitely the movement out here is growing. I see it growing. I met a lot of dope artists, and it's looking real good. And I'm here to support the movement all forever, as long as I got breath. Word. You know, I want to shout out the Red Hook Houses, you know what I'm saying, educated guests for bringing me back to the UK. You know what I'm saying, my man David and his wife Sarah, they brought me back to the UK. I ain't been out here in like 10, 12 years, which is a good thing. I feel good about it. Shout out to all the jerk chicken spots that been making me, you know what I'm saying, feel great about the food out here and everything. And shout out to you for doing the interview. And basically, my family, you know, hold your head. I know Sandy got a little attitude right now. And the hurricane is all, you know, everybody's underwater. But just want to shout out all the righteous, man. Or shout out to everybody doing that real hip hop too. Wings up.
Let's keep this up for him in a constant way, man. We're gonna set this vibe for Shabazz The Disciple.
What's up, Shabazz?
Yo, it's hard living on the path that we're given. Step by step, cause we march with the rhythm. Life is short, but the road is long. It goes step by step as the beat goes on. Step by step as the beat goes on. Going to the place that I came back from. Max impressed, understand I'm strong. Step by step as the beat goes on.
Take a look through the eyes of a disciple. Come into my world and burn it with mommies. Mommies just learn the trifle. Trifles on the roof with a rifle. Inhale the death aroma. Your baby's born in a coma. Shit is a cycle. It ain't living the diseases are decent. And the basic riches is strict. Pouring out pictures in the preaching. Touching and smoke while you're digging around tables. What up? What up, UK? Make some noise! As I embellish, mentally I nourish. Resuscitate a mind state that is purpose. We shall inherit. It's better acquire breath. To earth we rise out of spiritual darkness. 6,000 year curse. The lost disciples bound to the midst of the bottomless pit. Trapped behind the gates of the wicked wilderness. I hear the sounds of the trumpets blowing across the heavens. It's calm, prepare for the storm of the seventh. Shabazz the disciple, the holy exalter. Get him the known to sacrificing babies on the altar. I hear the cry